everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Broncos going up against the Bills.
Larry, we're just about 4 miles off the shores of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The slot man in motion right. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down.
All right, now, look in there. Over. Set. Blue, landing. Blue, landing. We got three. No. Check. Watch it now. Back. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
In motion, the tight end Clay. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Hey, watch it. Hey, switch gears. I got it.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Todd Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run again now with Darquan. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Stafford on third down. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Throwing is Stafford. And this is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On the run, Darquan. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Orleans Darquan, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Check 50.
10-yard penalty there on first down. So now first and 20. Now a play fake here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So the offense has it first and 10.
Watch it now. Back it up, Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Again, it's McCoy. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd down, 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. For the catch made, this is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is knocked down from the side at the 32-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. Give him 30 yards there. Darkwa, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Orleans Darkwa with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So they're going to go for 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Slot man moves right. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he spins past him and into space. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big run there by McCoy. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
We love talking about bloodlines in the NFL, and Zay Jones fits that category perfectly. The rookie at East Carolina, his father Robert was a linebacker in the league, and his uncle Jeff Blake, a quarterback in the NFL as well.
And Zay, 399 catches at East Carolina, a D1 record. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And look out, I think he's going to go. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. For McCoy in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole. But the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th in the league in rushing yardage. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. This give is to McCoy. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They go play action here on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's brought down. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Stafford. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. In motion right is Thomas. Third and long, it's Stafford. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Yeah, this place has notoriously never been kind to visiting field goal kickers. You get those wins that really whip through the inner bowl, not to mention the urban legends about stadium workers opening and closing the tunnel doors. But for whatever reason, this one winds up off target.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run with Darkwa. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play action. Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. In motion left goes Sanders. Throwing on third and long. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Jones. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. In motion, the tight end play. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Now let's go. Boom, land it. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. All right, here we go. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And coming out now, the Broncos.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And McManus able to put it through. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time. And he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level. And he's able to get back on track.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down. It's McCoy. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. They'll go with McCoy. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And he'll give it here to his running back. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Bills have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Fresh set of downs here. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. No. Leopard. Check. Hurry up. Here we go.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. In motion, the tight end, Clay. On second down, it's Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down. That's McCoy. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. It's caught. Jones. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Man open right side, it's the tight end, Clay. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
The Bills on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney. Over. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll drop the throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Benjamin, the man in motion left. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's a give to McCoy running left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
All right, here we go.
Jones will come now in motion right. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This complete to the tight end, Clay.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Back there, Philly, here we go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second down following the incompletion.
Detroit! Gone! Hurry up, here we go!
Benjamin, the man in motion left. Now a handoff. Running left is McCoy. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A give to McCoy. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Run!
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So now a 1st and 20.
Over!
Back to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 18 yards to pick up there. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now they send a man in motion right. And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught, and he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.